In sports today, it's down to the wire for the World Series. Here's Laura Dart with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thanks, Alana. Cubs had their backs against the wall for the second time in this year's World Series. With the win, they guarantee a trip to Game 7 tonight. Here's what happened last night. Cubs-Indians, Game 6 of the Fall Classic. Top of the first, Chris Bryant facing 0-2 pitch. He makes contact and sends this one over the fence, giving the Cubs an early lead. Chicago was far from over, though. Same frame, shortstop Addison Russell at the plate. He knocks one into center field, but the Indians' outfield can't quite figure it out. The error leads to a 2-run score. And watch as Ben Zopris plows over Roberto Perez on his way home. To the top of the third, Russell again with the bases loaded.
2-0. High fly ball to left center. At the wall. Grand slam. 7-0 Chicago.
Russell getting his dues in the dugout after that one. The Cubs D silenced the Indians, leading to the 9th inning, where Anthony Rizzo puts this one on ice. Chicago wins 9-3 and forces Game 7. You can catch that tonight. To hockey now, the Leafs are coming off 2 straight losses last week. They hosted Connor McDavid and the Oilers last night at the ACC. Oilers and Leafs. Connor McDavid, NHL's point leader and last year's first overall draft pick, in town for the first time this season. Facing off against this year's first overall draft pick, Toronto's Austin Matthews. Straight off the bat, Nazem Kadri giving McDavid little room to work with, setting the tone early. Less than 2 minutes into play, it's Kadri who buries it for the Leafs. The feed from Brown lands him and he slots it in the back door. That would be the 4th of the season. 1-0 Leafs. Same period, Kadri and McDavid having a few words, and Kadri lets the Oilers know how he feels. Under a minute to go in the first, Fred Anderson misjudges the play, goes too far out of his crease to recover. As Anton Lander nets his first of the season. Now to the third, Kadri keeping McDavid in check, and after Ben Smith put the Leafs up 1 in the second, the puck comes to Darnell Nurse. He walks the line and nets one past Anderson, sending this one into overtime. In OT,
sending the game to
0-3 beyond 60 minutes. Four skaters aside, and Kadri with the steal, in, scores! Nazem Kadri with a game winner!
Kadri would once again bully McDavid for the puck and the breakaway to give Leafs their 3rd win of the season. Tiger Woods is set to make his return to golf yet again, as he announced last week on the late night show with Stephen Colbert. Woods sat down with Colbert to talk about his plan to play at his Hero World Challenge tournament in the Bahamas next month. This would be his first competition in almost 16 months.
Yes, I am. I'm playing.
I buy my airline tickets? Are you going to actually play?
I'll be there playing.
You're going to play?
I'll be there playing.
All right, so that's.
The tournament will feature the top 50 players in golf, with the exception of Woods being the tournament host. Woods was expected to play 3 weeks ago in the Safeway Open before withdrawing a couple days before, saying the game wasn't where it needed to be. Woods has played 327 PGA Tour events, winning 14 majors and 4 Masters. That's it for sports. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Natalie Dixon.
Thanks, Laura. It's a little gloomy but quite mild right now, so maybe grab a light jacket. Today's high will reach 17 with a low of 11. You might expect some rain today and this evening. Tomorrow the rain will end around noon and be mainly cloudy. Pretty windy though, reaching a high of 15 and a low of just 1. Don't expect to be bundling up even though it's November. We're expecting some pleasant weather over the next coming week. Enjoy it while it lasts. Alana, back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Natalie. We leave you today with this. A program to save at-risk species has allowed turtles to swim freely. Endangered Terikaya turtles have been released into Peru's Amazon. The National Service of Natural Areas protected by the state released 17,000 of the turtles in an effort to conserve the species, which are at a high risk of extinction. The Peruvian government is hoping that the turtle release will give the Amazon a population boost. That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is written and produced by students in the journalism program at the North Campus. Our technical crew are students from the broadcast, television, and videography program. I'm Alana McLeod. Join us tomorrow for our next news update.